2025 might be the quietest and most boring bull market in crypto history, and that's exactly why you need to be paying attention now, because it won't be quiet forever. Though the hype might be dead right now, retail's nowhere to be seen, but behind the scenes, the biggest moves we've ever seen in this industry are playing out right now, and if you're dialed out, you're losing out. Global adoption has hit regulated markets, which means we're entering the S-curve acceleration zone. It's about to go from slowly to suddenly. And if you're not locked in, if you're not paying attention, by the time you realize what's going on again, you're going to be lost. The money will have already been made and you'll just be exit liquidity at the top. Here's what's really going on. Well, most of the world has no idea what's about to happen next. Let's start off with corporate treasury adoption. It's a topic we've been discussing a lot because it's getting so crazy. It's going vertical in 2025. And yeah, okay, MicroStrategy. We all know the success story. First mover advantage. But the smartest CEOs know the quickest way to 10x their stock price right now is simply to adopt some kind of corporate treasury strategy for Bitcoin or another coin. Altcoins are becoming increasingly popular, but stacking sats been pretty successful. Japan's MetaPlanet has already hit its end of year BTC stacking goal of 10,000 BTC, overtaking Coinbase's holdings of BTC. Coinbase, gotta step game up, man. We're talking about tens of billions more Bitcoin going off the market into a corporate treasury. Then we've got Trump Media wanting to raise $2.3 billion to buy Bitcoin. We have GameStop raising $2.25 billion to buy Bitcoin. Even Charles Hoskinson talking about smash buying maybe even up to $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and stablecoins for Cardano's treasury. Not to mention MicroStrategy hasn't stopped buying. They bought $1 billion this week. That's crazy. Tether, they're perma-buying Bitcoin. One of the best businesses in the game. It's not just Bitcoin that companies are buying anymore. We've got altcoin treasury companies now, which means Pandora has opened the box. Sports betting platform SharpLink is the world's largest publicly traded holder of Ethereum, owning almost 200,000 coins. We're also seeing companies like DeFi Development Corp wanting to raise $5 billion to buy Solana. Trident Digital buying up to $500 million in XRP. NASDAQ listed Interactive. Strength to buy up to $500 million in Fetch AI tokens. We're talking crazy stuff here. This is billions of dollars of fresh liquidity flowing into the cryptocurrency market. And for these altcoins, these numbers are going to have outsized impacts compared to Bitcoin. Wait till Apple or Meta start doing the same, because they will at some point. Now, while corporations are buying spot, institutions are piling into ETFs, spot ETFs. And more on that in a second. But before we do, guys, if you're trading these cryptocurrency markets right now, you need a good exchange to do that on. The place to do it right now is BitUnix, one of the hottest exchanges in the cryptocurrency markets these days. No KYC, no VPN, means to be able to anyone, anywhere you can trade. You can long and short as much as you want. Trade all the big coins with deep liquidity. Hot altcoins listed there all the time. And here's the deal. If you sign up today using this link right down below here, you're going to be eligible for some amazing bonuses, up to $2,000 in trading bonuses. The more you trade, the more bonuses you get back, up to $400 in deposit bonuses. And this one's crazy. It's super easy to get. You deposit $1,000, you get $200 back. You deposit $2,000 and you get $400 back in your account. That's an insane deal. And for the rest of the month of June, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, during our live streams, we're giving away $1,000 to new signups. That could be you. Go check it out. Link down below. Okay, so ETFs. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has just become the fastest ETF in history to hit $70 billion under management. Bitcoin ETFs have been so popular, insanely popular, most popular ETF products ever, basically. BlackRock's customers now hold over 3% of all Bitcoin in circulation. That's insane. But what's even crazier is that Bitcoin ETF inflows alone are outpacing new Bitcoins mined. So 2025 could finally trigger a real insane supply shock. Just the ETFs are outstripping mined supply, not talking about treasury companies and all this other stuff, especially as more international markets start to issue their own Bitcoin ETFs. More international companies start to buy Bitcoin for treasuries. International markets are racing to catch up here, by the way. The UK is planning to lift its ban on crypto ETNs. The more markets launch ETFs, the faster supply gets gobbled up. We're not even talking about stuff like Brazil and them potentially launching a central bank treasury reserve. It's crazy. Ethereum is seeing major inflows too right now. Ethereum ETFs just recorded a record-breaking 19 consecutive days of positive inflows. That's $1.4 billion over the 19 days and a 5x increase in weekly inflows to 530 million. If macro conditions hold, this could fuel a summer rally or an end-of-year rally for Ethereum. But it doesn't stop there. 2025 has also seen full-on ETF filing frenzy for altcoins. Sorry, Bitcoin maxis, but we were always going to get ETFs for altcoins. At least least 31 altcoin ETF applications have been filed just in the first half of 2025. Solana ETFs basically look like a done deal at this point, according to major analysts who follow ETFs as a day-to-day business. They're saying it's coming really soon. S1 statements have been filed with the SEC, so approval could be coming as early as July. There's a trade there, by the way. JP Morgan forecasts that Solana ETFs could see between $3 to $6 billion of inflows within 6 to 12 months, which is an insane impact price-wise for Solana as an $80 billion asset, by the way. XRP ETFs could see between 4 to 8 billion, according to JP Morgan as well. Bloomberg analysts are estimating that at least 10 altcoin ETFs could be approved this year, with Bloomberg's Eric Balchunas saying, get ready for a potential altcoin ETF summer. The most likely approvals right now, by the way, Solana, Litecoin, Dogecoin, XRP. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. And while BlackRock dominates ETFs, Larry Fink isn't stopping there. Guess what? He's all in on the tokenization of literally everything. BlackRock's tokenized fund BUIDL almost hit $3 billion, tripling in size in less than 90 days. That's 40% of the entire $7 billion tokenized Treasuries market. Because institutions, they finally get it now. And the regulations are catching up with their understanding. Putting real-world assets like government bonds on chain, guess what? It means faster settlement. It means 24/7 trading, 24/7 access, no middlemen, frictionless moving of money, programmable yields. It's very exciting stuff. BUIDL's monthly dividend payouts are breaking records too, with over $10 million paid out in the month of May alone. This is regulated. This is on-chain finance, making Wall Street even richer. And the money moved quietly, but it moves fast. And while the US has gone quiet on its plans to buy Bitcoin for its strategic Bitcoin reserve for the country, other countries are forming up a queue here. Pakistan's finance minister met with Michael Saylor to discuss a Bitcoin strategy, a mining strategy, and a crypto regulation strategy. And that comes after meeting with the former CEO of Binance, CZ. Pakistan has already announced it will create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It's happening. Okay, they're going to use excess electricity to mine Bitcoin, and they're going to stack the Bitcoin that they mine. Big deal. Michael Saylor believes that a clear Bitcoin strategy is going to drive capital into emerging markets, just like Pakistan. Meanwhile, Brazil may allocate up to 5% of its $370 billion reserves into Bitcoin. That just passed their Senate, by the way, becoming the first G20 nation to do so if they do it. And Brazil has been a leader in Bitcoin and crypto, so would not be surprised to see them do it. That's almost $20 billion, by the way, they're going to pile into Bitcoin if they do that. That's a huge buy. The bill is already progressing through government. Let's see if it gets passed. The game theory at the highest level is playing out. And if Trump makes a bullish update soon, says that the US has been buying Bitcoin or is going to buy Bitcoin soon, things could escalate very fast. The time is running out, Brazil. You better get that bill passed and start allocating. While governments are stacking Bitcoin at the top, we have all kinds of stuff going on down below as well. Esports and gaming, they are quietly onboarding millions of people from the bottom up. With over 5 billion football fans. That's a lot of football. Man, everybody, it's 8 billion people in the world, 5 billion people are watching football. It's crazy shit, man. Anyway, besides the point, FIFA has launched its own Avalanche subnet. AVAX to the, why is AVAX like stuck as a stable coin? Why is this thing not to the moon yet? It's crazy. The metrics have been nuts. Anyway, FIFA's launched its own Avalanche subnet, rolled out FIFA Rivals, a free-to-play blockchain game built by Mythical Games. Players can collect and trade NFT-based items directly inside of the game. And that's done using the Mythical Marketplace, and it's already live on iOS and Android. And it's not just another Web3 experiment. It's literally the world's biggest sports brand actively onboarding the next generation of fans in the world of on-chain gaming. Crazy. The gaming sector could be one of the biggest on-ramps crypto's ever seen. And I know crypto gaming's been absolutely slaughtered as a sector this cycle. It's been kicked in the balls. I've lost so much money. Don't get me wrong. I understand. But it's still going to be massive just not today. The real monster use case right now, of course, is stablecoins. The total stablecoin market cap has exploded 90% since the start of 2024, hitting almost $250 billion. We had, of course, the blockbuster IPO for Circle, the USDC issuer, and now we're seeing retailers and big tech circling around, eyeing stablecoins as a way to save on credit card fees and unlock 24/7 payments. Shopify is integrating USDC payments on Base. Google Cloud has used PayPal's PYUSD. Airbnb is working with WorldPay for cheaper cross-border payments. Meta, you know, the Facebook, Meta's the parent, whatever. Facebook is revisiting stablecoins. Apple and the X app are exploring stablecoins too. JP Morgan is issuing out a stablecoin on Base. This is exactly what we've been saying. Mass adoption will happen when crypto operates seamlessly behind the scenes inside companies that people already trust. There's going to be an Apple stablecoin wallet, a Google stablecoin wallet, a Facebook stablecoin wallet, a Shopify stablecoin wallet, an Airbnb wallet. Man, it's going to be crazy. All built on stablecoin rails, on Base, on Ethereum, on Solana. That's not just adoption. That's global financial infrastructure quietly being rebuilt in real time in front of our faces, bringing in trillions of liquidity, and no one gives a fuck. Come on, guys. Come on! The regulators have the power to unlock millions, billions, and trillions in stablecoin liquidity, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The future finance is on chain, guys. U.S. Congress is expected to pass the Stablecoin Genius Act. It did pass the Senate today, I believe. Maybe tomorrow or a few days ago, depending when you're watching this video. Anyway, Bernstein believes it's going to make stablecoins the primary cash layer of the internet. How insanely bullish is that for your dog coins? It's a bold claim, but stablecoins are going to be the thing that gets millions of people using crypto rails without even realizing it. This is the thing, guys. 2025 isn't just another cycle year in crypto. It's potentially the year that crypto moves from emerging asset class to permanent fixture in the global financial system. Did you hear everything I've just fucking said? What is this shit that's going on right now, guys? Are you seeing what's going on? Is anybody else seeing the big fucking picture here? Thanks for watching.